And welcome back to Let's Play the Langrisser, and as Commander clearly states there, let us go on with our first fight. The fights are automatic, we don't have to do anything. We obviously initiate the fight, sometimes people fight on us, and the fight just takes place, usually by the units just running through one another, as all good fights happen. You'll see that we completely slaughtered those units. Different units have, I suppose you could call it, a type advantage over others. Horsemen are incredibly effective against normal footmen. So, by repeatedly sending wave after wave of footmen towards that one group of horsemen, we get a nice demonstration of the kind of level of AI we're going to be battling here. You can kind of imagine what different advantages are going to be. Guardsmen, who wield spears, are very effective against horsemen. Archers, they're very effective against flying units. It's things like that. That's a good question. Yes, we're not going to worry ourselves with answers to these questions. Basically, we just want to get into as much combat as we can. Now, the commanders, they attack as well, of course. They are your most powerful units. Killing an enemy commander is usually quite difficult with normal units. Hain's soldiers would never be able to kill that fighter. Horsemen, they're not bad. They might be able to... These horse troopers might be able to take down that commander. Maybe safer to let Elwyn do it. But maybe not this turn. We'll just dwindle down his minions. Elwyn have his first fight with his angry portrait there, just to show you that things are getting serious. Being horse ridden, of course, is a basic form of attack, is to just charge forward. You may have noticed there with the little blooping noise that this game, as well as being a turn-based strategy, has RPG elements thrown in. Above what is now the word trooper on the left hand side of the screen, there is Elwyn's experience bar. We push that all the way up, he levels up. We level him up enough, then he'll class up. Class ups can sometimes be small changes, sometimes they're very big changes. For example, sometimes people go from riding a horse to riding a dragon. It doesn't make much sense, that logical progression, but... well, there you go. It's a video game, who cares? We're just taking advantage of some of our benefits here of horsemen against soldiers. I may let Hain have a kill. I don't see why not. Order this horseman to try and damage the commander. Kind of a shame of killing this commander. He's done nothing wrong. He's following his orders that's been given to him of kidnapping a girl. Ooh, he really didn't come off very well, did he? He's just following his orders. But nonetheless, we're going to brutally kill him because he's in our way. Us being the honourable heroes that we are. Now it's obvious that that horse could easily kill that soldier, it could easily kill that commander. But I'm going to purposely try and get Hain some experience, and I also wanted to see Hain's angry face. There it is, a lot less threatening than Elwyn's. You'll hear me call Elwyn quite often. Different translations translate it to a different name. When I first played through this game, it was Elwyn. So I'll try to break the habit, but I'm making no promises. 10v2, yeah, it's possible. Yes, good work. Generally speaking, units can only do as much damage as they have units, so 7 soldiers can only kill 7 soldiers or do 7 damage to a commander. Yes, you will not be forgiven for your failures. Again, we see that Leon, he's quite a reasonable bloke. You know, he cares about his units. He's just following the orders of his commander. He doesn't want to be here, but he's got to do what he's got to do. It's quite nice to have an enemy that isn't just, you know, just an idiot and cruel for no apparent reason and just inanely evil. It's nice to have. He's just a very skilled fighter, as the head of the Imperial Army would be, and he's very honourable. He's a knight, of course he is. I get to see what Rydal and Ivance can do. They're clearly going to have long and fruitful careers here. You see that Rydal does have guardsmen that I was talking about earlier with the spears. They're very good against horsemen. And both Leon and his subordinate Laird, or Laird, can't remember, are horsemen. So he does actually have a bit kind of a advantage there. And the cleric that's with him can always heal him up. So maybe they'll do alright. And Baldo reverting to type. No, that doesn't mean what it sounds like it means. Yes, that does mean what it sounds like it means. The ever useful civilian with 0 attack power and the ability to stand and weep. I am quite glad they didn't tone down the language when it came to translating this. Just keep everything as it was in the original. And just install the fear of God into him with just a few words. But Baldo, obviously we're supposed to despise him to no end. We do, so we're going to kill him. It's generally the way we're going to solve all of the problems we encounter in this game. Anyone who is against us, anyone who we don't like the look of, maybe even natural animals that just happen to block our path, we're going to brutally slaughter them all. Now you may have noticed there that this trooper unit was damaged and now it's not. If any unit is damaged, what you have to do is you place it next to the relevant commander, the commander that controls it, and then it will regain some hit points. I believe it's 3 hit points, but it has been many years since I last played this game, so it might not be. So this one with 9, I'm going to just place next to Elwyn, and then next turn it will be healed back up to a full 10 hit points. Now Hain's a little less useful. He's got less mobility since he's not on a horse. His soldiers are weaker. His big pull is supposed to be the fact that he has magic, but because apparently my answers to the character creation quiz were so bizarre, Elwyn's got more magic than Hain. But on the plus side, he has a very short experience bar, so he'll level up nicely. Not much we can do this turn. We'll end it there. The thing you've probably noticed is that this is level 1 and we're on video 2 and we're ploughing quite nicely through video 2 and we've seen barely any action. We've killed one commander. Now I don't want to say the game is slow, but it's long. You'll find levels where we're defending, waiting for enemies to come to us, where we just spend turn after turn hiding in the bushes. It's gonna happen because the game, it gets difficult, and money in the game, which I didn't stress earlier, but the money is used to hire the troops. And there will be levels later on where we're feeling a bit poor, so we need to conserve some of our money. We'll be buying less troops and just trying to play very tactically. What Laird's saying there about targeting the commander is very important. If you kill the enemy commander, then all of the troops die as well. I don't suppose they don't die, I suppose they run off, but they all are removed from the map. And Laird's quite confident in his ability to win this, even though the local militia has the type advantage. And you may say that's not a very good outcome, considering he's supposed to have the advantage. The reason for that is that Laird's statistics, his +2 attack and his +2 defence, they're enormous. +6 and +3. It's so much better than the pikeman. So he can just basically walk over enemies, even the enemies which are supposed to be very effective against him. It would be quite a turnaround if this local militia and local cleric could actually defeat the greatest knights of the Imperial Army. It would be quite a pleasant turnaround. Made the game significantly shorter, but you know, it helped the world, so I shouldn't be too greedy in that one. Baldo, very confident in his abilities. Not sure why we're so adamant we're going to rescue her, since we don't even know her. She's Haynes' friend. And apparently we like playing hero, so that's what we're going to do. Let's finish that one off rather easily there. 10 cavalry versus 1 soldier. It's good odds on our part. You notice that Baldo has actually gained a slight bit of experience there by brutally slaughtering that civilian. It's nice to see the game puts those little rewards in. Should be messages that crime doesn't pay and things, but no, you get a bit of experience. I don't think the chance for us to slaughter civilians for experience ever really comes up. If it does, I'll take it. You have my word. And P +1, not really the most useful thing on a knight. I'm not sure what determines what you get at level ups. I think it may just be defined by the class, and there's nothing you can do about it. I hope it is. Otherwise people will be judiciously just reloading save states until they get the best stat ups. I mean, this fight will kick off next round, I'm betting. I'm also quite interested in the fight up here, just to see how well they hold out. So we're going to end this round and just see what happens. Yes, interesting fact how every unit in this game can just walk on water. Doesn't matter if you're a pikeman or a knight or anything. My apologies for that. My emulator cut out for a moment. Not my emulator, sorry, my recording software. You haven't missed anything. In fact, you just saw the only thing you may have missed, in that the cleric decided to heal up her ally. Does mean I now have to guess how long we'd already recorded for to not go over 15 minutes. So wish me luck with that. I do think our fight is rather under control. I don't think we're going to be losing it anytime soon. We've got him severely outnumbered. We've got horsemen, he's got soldiers. We've got a magician to back us up. We should be fine. Fight at the top. Yeah, it's not as good, is it? Well, we can see what the commander can do. Here he goes. Not the wisest. Whoever. I suppose it's not his fault. I mean, he's not attacking. The other guy's attacking. He's just defending himself. Not the most promising of results, then. Let's just say that. It's inevitable that they're going to lose in the end. It's more a question of how many they can take down with them. Oh, but apparently there's backup on the way, so they're just a distraction. So they're doing pretty good then. They're doing pretty good. He's still alive. Couldn't ask for much more than that. I'm going to take a safe bet here, and I'm going to say that it's probably best to cut the video off here. Sorry for the little disruption in this video. I'll try and get the problem sorted by the next one. And so yeah, I'll see you then. Hopefully everything will be fixed.